Hello guys, and Merry Christmas to a lot of you guys. It's still the 24th in my time zone, but it's gonna be Christmas soon. One quick thing, I have made this spreadsheet where you can see all the scrambles, and I also have all the scrambles sorted by their difficulty levels. So if you guys want to try the scrambles before seeing all my reconstructions, then you can use the spreadsheet to find all the scrambles. But getting right into the solve, I got a 24 on this solve, and I thought the scramble was pretty terrible. It had a 10 flip on UD for EO, and that was pretty bad. But for my EO, I did FB on inverse. So here the bad edges are here, 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 and the last four are all on the B layer already. So here I can just do B to orient 4 of them and leave 4 flip, but that didn't give me a good case. So instead of doing that, I did an R2. So now my bad edges are here, 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 and there are still 4 in the back. And then here, if I just do a B prime, I have a 4 flip with my bad edges being here, 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 here. So now I can do L, U, and then F to do EO. And then from here, I didn't do DR on UD. I did a Z prime, and then I did a D because that reduces to DR minus 3 corners and 2 edges. So that's a 6 move setup, but I like DR minus 2E3C a lot. And then also the scramble really didn't have much other things, so I missed. And then here it looks like this, and this is pretty good because if I just do a D2, now I'm already set up to the 2E3C trigger. So here I can just do a U prime, R prime, and then U to finish off the R. And then the corners aren't the best, but I can still do HTR with these corners. And it was a 10 move DR, so I ended up using this. So here, if I do a U instead of a U prime to end off the DR, and then if I do an L, that's HTR minus 2E4C. But I didn't like the HTRs that derived from this. So instead of doing that, so I ended my DR in U, and here I did a D2R. So that's 1 move longer for DR minus 2E4C, but I did that because that ended up giving me a better continuation. And then from here, it's easier to look from here, but I did a D2 to make this half. And then here I can just connect this corner to this bar right here, do an F2. And then here it's just 3 more moves to HTR from here, where I can just do R, B2R. So that's a 17 move HTR. I actually did an R prime here. So that's a 17 move HTR, and then my DR layer is R and L, so maybe it would have been better to work off of these 2 layers, but to me, working off of U and D looked like it was easier because I had like this block, these, and also I noticed that if I just do a U to B2, that leaves this case where I can just do a couple more moves to leave an edge skeleton. But I did something similar, not exactly U to B2. I instead did D2 F2 to make this square, and it's also pseudo 2x2x2, but here I can do a U2 B2. So I was just trying to connect this to this block, but then now it's a pretty simple finish where I can just do L2 U2 L2 and then D2. So here this D2 ends up canceling with the DR setup that I had on inverse. So that ended up canceling one move from an 8-move finish to give me a 24. So 24 is obviously not great for my standards, but the scramble was pretty atrocious, and oh well, what can you do about bad scrambles? So thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow.